When I tell you he was, like, his eyes was like this, because I'm looking around like, am I the only one that see this shit? Hello? Am I the only one that sees this shit?
You give me a vibe and a feeling like one I won't ever see again. This music, like I said, she won't heal it. Like one I won't ever see again. We blow the smoke.
Hello, my queens and kings. It's your girl Maroon Nikki back again, time and time again with another video. You know I'm back with another story time, a prison story time at that. If you are not familiar with my prison story times and my prison segment, feel free to check out that playlist. I will attach it above. Before we get started, do not forget to like, subscribe, and push the post notification bell so you can receive a notification of my post when I post. Just hit the boop, 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 1, 2, 3 across the board. Let's not play with it. As I'm going along this story time, do not hesitate to comment and let me know if you like something in the video, because I won't know if you like it if you don't say anything. The fuck? Enough about that jibber jabber, because you know what I don't like to do, and that's what? Waste time. So let's get into it. You already know, y'all, I've said it in my videos before. If you've been following, and if you haven't been following, go ahead and check my other story times out so you can keep up, because some parts might be missing to you because you haven't watched my other videos, and that's not my fault, that's yours. I'm trying to help you out. I was working in the building. Back in the building again. So I was working the booth. I'm over here doing paperwork, watching the cameras, controlling the doors, this, that, and the third. Now, I've already stated in the past that I don't write charges. I don't like doing paperwork. I feel like I could pull you to the side and talk about it. We air that out. There are some situations where I know that regardless of what, I don't care how you spin it to me, I'm writing your dumb ass up. So you're gonna get served that paperwork, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. And there's no negotiation. Don't even talk to me, because that's disrespectful. There are some things that I just don't tolerate. And in this story time, he did one of them. I'm also aware that I am attractive to these men, but as long as you have a vagina and a pulse, then you're automatically gonna be attractive. It don't really matter like that. I know to some people I'm pretty, but it's like, okay, don't do too much. Like, don't be a weirdo. Like, there's a lot of weirdos in prison. They don't know how to act. So this inmate, let's give him a random name. Let's call him H. He was talking to me, and he was pretty much saying like, yeah, I'm gonna go do something real quick. And I'm thinking to myself like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like, why are you telling me that? Okay. But I was just like, all right, go ahead. Have fun doing whatever you're doing. As I'm in the booth, I can feel somebody staring at me. So I look over, and I see H in the shower. So the showers of this building are in the front. It's a dorm style, and pretty much you can only see from here up. You are not supposed to be staring at them, because if you make them feel uncomfortable, it takes 2 seconds to dial a number on a hotline, and they claim PREA. PREA is the Prison Rape Elimination Act. If you make them feel any way sexually violated or violated in any shape or form, it takes a quick call and you get plucked and reassigned to a new post. So I be trying not to look. I'll just scan the room real quick and then do what I do, but I'm not going to be sitting here staring like a weirdo. That's not what we about to do. These guys, they do this where they start gunning people. Gunning people is when you be like jacking off while looking at somebody, and if you let that shit fly, everybody's going to think it's go time for you. Like, you like that. That's what you allow. So when I had seen that he was staring at me, and I look away, and then I keep feeling him staring at me, I look again, and this time I look back, the curtain's pulled to the side. It's like the showers is here, the toilets is here, and there's a big curtain blocking off the whole viewpoint. And he pulled the curtain to the side because he was the only one in the bathroom, period. So when I seen that the curtain was to the side, yo, I kid y'all not, through the slip of the curtain, you see bare meat. And this man is going to town on his shit.
Oh, hell no!
I was so disgusted. I was so disgusted. I swear, I was looking around at the other guys and see if there was anybody like looking at this or realizing that this was going on, because I'm looking around like, am I the only one that see this shit? Hello? Am I the only one that sees this shit?
Oh no ma'am. Oh no ma'am.
Oh, I'm like, nah. This is not how that's about to go, because I don't want nobody thinking that they could just sit here and beat themselves to sleep looking at me. Well, I don't play like that. When I tell you he was, like, his eyes was like this, like he's looking at me through the glass from the shower, and his eyes is like this, and he's just viciously like going. It was so like Disgusting. My skin was crawling. I had goosebumps. So I'm getting mad now because I'm like, oh, you want to sit here and beat your dick to me, you little ass, nasty ass, wet ass dick?
Oh dear, that's not good. I feel the need to say the F word now.
Fuck you. I'm about to cuss you out. I got on the intercom. Yes, I did. So I get on the intercom, I'm like, stop looking at me. Like I said, they can call the hotline if you make them feel any type of way. So you can't sit here and be like, you in the shower, stop looking at me. I'm watching you. You can't do that. So I was like, stop looking at me. He just keeps going. I'm like, hello, stop looking at me. So everybody keeps looking around because everyone can hear me talking on this side of the building and I'm yelling on the intercom and people just looking around like, what is she talking about? Like people was thinking I was crazy. But for the people I feel like that didn't know, they was acting like they didn't know what was going on. So I was like, stop looking before I write a charge. So he is just, so I'm like, all right, bet, you nasty ass motherfucker. So I called my partner because now I need my partner to come handle this. My partner was a male. And in the process of me waiting on my partner to come up, I'm leaning down in the seat like this so he can't see what's left of my body in the glass because he doesn't need a lot, clearly. And I tell you, this man was mad old, bro. He been down for 30. Not somebody grandfather over here playing around with their little nasty ass gummy lifesaver, that little limp shrimp to me. Like that's ew. My partner comes up, he like, what's up? What's up? I said, yo, he's gunning me, bro. Go talk to him. I'm about to write a charge. Like, I'm about to write him up. So go tell him right now to stop gunning me or we gonna have a problem. So my scary ass partner, he's like, I don't want to get involved. I looked over at this nigga, bro, and I was like, what the fuck you mean you don't want to get involved? You're a whole officer, pussy. Like, you're a whole officer. What do you mean you don't want to get involved? Now is the time for you to really start going hard. Like, I really need you to really go over there and violate them because you be nitpicking and going hard on them for unnecessary stuff. But when stuff is really happening right now, you don't know how to walk up and say, stop doing what you're doing. Every time I work with this person, he always was acting mad scary. Like, I just like, how you a whole male, like you trying to claim your dominance with all the other stuff, but then when I need you to really put your foot down, and all he had to do, he didn't even have to go into the shower. All he had to do was bang up against the wall and
Say, hey, no gunning. You about to get a charge.
he ain't want to do that. I was like, not you being bona fide, certified pussy. Oh, you dead ass. Okay, say less. He was telling me, yeah, I don't want to get involved, please. I don't want to have to deal with that. Maybe he'll stop. Maybe he'll stop. And in my mind, I'm like, maybe he'll stop. If you don't nip that shit in the bud from right now, everybody gonna think that you good for it. Everybody gonna think that they can sit here and beat to your face till they fall asleep. Everybody's gonna think that shit is okay. So why the fuck would I let that shit happen right now? Are you dumb? I was pissed off because I'm like, yo, why are you so pussy? What's wrong with you? I'll handle that shit myself because clearly me and you gonna have a problem. I started typing up the charge. He left the booth. He didn't say nothing about it. He stayed on the opposite side of where the situation was happening just so he didn't have to cross paths with this individual. Just so he didn't have to speak to H. He stayed away from him. And I was so mad. I was like, all right, I see you for who you are. Cool. Because if some shit hits the fan, I know for a fact that you don't got me. So I just have to take a mental note of that. I'm not gonna black on you. I'm not gonna wild out because at the end of the day, it's not my fault that you have bitch made embedded in your DNA. I can't do nothing about that. I just have to see it and take it for what it is and keep it pushing. So as I was writing the charge, I noticed that when you're writing charges, you also see their history of all the other charges that they've had in the past. And this man has been doing this to female officers for years. So he be disrespecting female officers all the time in multiple facilities. And I was like, all right, now I'm really about to go hard on you because you keep doing this. And this is something that needs to stop. That's how you ended up in here anyway, because you couldn't control yourself when you were around a female. And this gotta stop right now. If anybody else is not gonna do it, it's gonna stop right here. So I call up the person responsible for distributing the charges, and they oversee all the charges that come in. I let him know what charge was coming in. He said, that's disgusting. Don't worry, I got you. The charge got delivered to him very quickly because he almost lost his good time. So when he realized that he received this write-up, he comes crying to me. can I please talk to you? Can I please pull you to the side? Please, I'm about to get out in a few weeks and I can't mess up my good time and I can't do this and I can't do that and I don't care.
IDGAF. I don't give a fuck. Period.
Once you disrespect me, you're staring into the eyes of a completely different beast. Do you understand that? I'm not about to sit here and play with you all day. I'm not one of these girls that's gonna feel violated or feel a way that you did something and not say nothing about it. No, I'm about to set fire to your ass. I'm about to light your ass up. Don't play with me. So he was like, can you please have the charge removed? Can you please have the right of remove? I said, absolutely not. I'm standing on that. Because there's no reason why you should keep doing this. This should never be an occurrence, let alone a frequent occurrence. Like, that's crazy to me that you continue to act like this and nobody's telling you that enough is enough. He was getting upset with me because I gave him this charge. He was like, well, why you can't get rid of it? Why you can't? No, you made your bed, now lay in it. I don't understand. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you have to make an example out of one. So all of them know, like, okay, nah, we cannot act like this with her. Like, she's not that type of person. And he just so happened to be the one that I had to make an example out of because he was the first person that I've ever seen to even try this shit. So they have like inmate court. So the officer has to sit in the room and the inmate has to sit in the room, and they can also like ask the officer questions and stuff like that. But when I arrived, he was like, don't even speak. You don't even have to answer his questions because this type of charge, you don't have to give him a response. This is disgusting. This is something that he keeps doing. It's not like it's just you alone. Like, there's no reason why this should keep happening. And then he told me, like, I'm not going to take away his good time because we actually want him to get the fuck up out of here because we're really tired of him. But just know that you don't have to speak. We got it covered from here. It's gonna stick with him. So when we got to the court, he was asking me questions and stuff like that. And he was like, didn't I try to talk to you about it afterwards and see if we can get the charge removed? And I was just like, yeah, but I wouldn't do that. Like, why would I do that? You did something that was definitely against the rules and very disrespectful to me as an officer. So I don't really understand why there's even room for discussion. So that shit ended very quickly because he kept intervening. He was like, I don't know why you asking her all these questions because I'm really about to just hurry up and stick this charge to you. It's done. But yeah, we didn't have that problem again because he got released shortly after. Whatever he's doing with himself, I hope that he seeks help, because for you to be incarcerated for 30 years and you still can't control yourself and your urges when it comes to women without their consent, you're gonna end up right back. You're gonna end up right back. That's all I can say on that. But yeah, y'all, I want to thank you for watching the story time. It's not really as funny. It's just like, wow, like, what the fuck? I'm gonna get back in the groove of things. I'm gonna get back in the groove, and I will definitely get back to y'all with another story time. And I'm going to be doing more things on this channel. I promise you I have great content coming up. I swear I do. So my queens and kings, you know what I want you to do, and that's what? Stay blessed and stay royal. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.